Let me guess, you're eating healthy, you're working out, you're doing all the things, and you're not losing weight, right? But what if everything you think you know about nutrition is actually sabotaging your progress to lose weight right now? Girl, you're chasing fat loss, but drowning in these nutrition rules that leave you stressed, bloated, and literally quitting every single week. So stop scrolling, and this is your wake up call. In today's video, I'm going to be calling out 3 massive myths that sound smart but actually set you up for burnout straight from the trenches of what I've seen coaching women just like us. But first, I want to welcome you back to my Meal Prep Mindset Reset series. I'm Akima, and I've lost over 90 pounds using meal prep and movement as tools to help me stay disciplined in my weight loss journey. This video is really about resetting what you think you know about food, fitness, and the lifestyle it actually takes to stay consistent and hit your goal. And if you missed part 1, go back, catch up, because today we are diving into the nutrition myths that are keeping my ladies stuck, losing the same 5 to 10 pounds every single month, starting over every single Monday. Let's get it together and let's hop right into it. Myth number 1, we're starting out hot and heavy. Pile on the fiber for a flat, no bloated belly. You see it everywhere. Influencers are slamming down 40 grams of oats, a bunch of gut reset drinks and smoothies. They're juicing every day, promising it's gonna fix your bloating, balance your hormones, shrink your waist, make your head smaller. Well, that might not be the case, but I know they be promising, oh, you'll lose 20 pounds in X amount of weeks and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just gonna say it without all the extra mumbo jumbo. Your gut is not ready for a big jump. Your gut is not ready for a big reset. Too much fiber too fast will have you gassy. It's gonna have you cramping. You're gonna be running to the bathroom all day. Or you're gonna be completely backed up, not taking a shit. And you're gonna be miserable, especially if you're at work. And on top of that, when you're overdoing fiber without easing into it, it can really mess with what your body tolerates and the nutrients it naturally provides. Especially if your hormones are already doing the most, like PCOS, stress, insulin resistance, all of that. And I'm literally seeing so much on Instagram that scares me about what's to come for the end of the year. We're not even halfway through 2026. What is going on? Some of y'all are really starting your day with these raw gut reset salads and this huge bowl of fruit and just ignoring the fact that you're insulin resistant and you can't just be throwing carbs at your body with no type of balance. If you're doing fruit, that's cool, but where's the protein? Where is the fat? Where is the structure? The research is definitely clear. Most people do great with about 25 to 30 grams of fiber coming from balanced whole foods. More fiber doesn't automatically mean it's better. Adding more fiber to your routine does not boost your motivation. It just boosts your stress. It boosts your anxiety. It boosts your overwhelm because now that's something else that you have to track even though you don't like tracking. And what's crazy is y'all are out here acting like fiber is some magical rare ingredient that we never had before. We literally have fiber in so much foods that we naturally eat. Broccoli, avocados, quinoa, oats, flax seeds, sweet potatoes, black beans, kale, chickpeas, chia seeds, berries, apples, all of it, guys. I can go on forever. So why are we stacking multiple high fiber foods into every single meal like it's a competition? Do you realize how much that is on your stomach? Real talk, y'all need to keep it simple. Literally, a normal day of eating will get you to your fiber goals without you having to track it like a maniac. Let me just go ahead and give you a basic example. For breakfast, you can probably eat oatmeal, maybe some berries. Boom, that's fiber. Lunch, you might have a salad or a bowl. You might have a quinoa bowl, a bowl with some black beans, mixed veggies. That's fiber. Places like Cava, Chipotle, even Chick-fil-A with their salads that have beans, fiber. Snacks, berries, fiber. Almond, fiber. An apple with skin, y'all. Stop cutting your skin off of your apples. It has fiber. Dinner, you can have a soup, you can have a sandwich, you can have whatever, you can have whole wheat. Even if you want like Subway, you might get some fiber in there from the veggies itself. That whole day comes out to about mid 30 grams of fiber without you even drinking a cup of grass. So think about it like this. You don't need a fancy smoothie in the morning, then a high fiber lunch, then a high fiber dinner, then a high fiber snack, then wonder why your stomach is fighting for its life at night. Ask yourself, is this something that you can see yourself doing realistically without feeling miserable? Because that's how you build a gut that works with your life, not against it. You need to keep it simple, build it gradually, and then stay consistent. And that brings me to myth number 2. When you guys go grocery shopping for these ingredients, I realize a lot of you guys like to scan every single thing. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. These apps like Chronometer or Bobby Approved, Safe Food List have a lot of you women turning grocery shopping into a full-time crime scene investigation, only eating the perfect brands that pass the test of scan. You're scanning every single label. You're avoiding foods because the app told you not to eat it. And then you wonder why you're overwhelmed and you spent hours in a grocery store and you still don't know what you're going to eat for dinner. You're literally trapping yourself into this cycle of being overwhelmed and stressed because of what you saw online. This literally turns food into something that you now fear. Everything feels risky and off limits. Can't eat it. So now you're over here stressing, oh my gosh, is this Bobby approved? You're over here thinking it's more expensive at Whole Foods, but the scanner said I can't get the one from Costco, so I just have to spend the extra money at Whole Foods. So now I gotta go somewhere else. You're making food more complicated and more expensive with all this extra paranoia of an app. Do you even know what you're avoiding? Are you avoiding sugar? Is it seed oils? Is it certain additives? Most women don't even know what they're saying no to or what they're avoiding. They're just doing it blindly because the app said no. That constant second guessing yourself, it spikes your stress because now you're not even trusting yourself. It makes social situations harder. And for a lot of women, it leads straight into a restriction binge cycle. You're feeling more anxious around food, but still not understanding what you're even putting in your body and what you need to fuel it. You don't need another scanner. You don't need another app. You just need more awareness and just a basic understanding of what your body needs. You don't have to turn grocery shopping into a moral decision every time you pick something up. So I need you to ditch the scan everything culture, please, and go to Costco, go to Sam's Club, go to your favorite store. Shop in bulk if you can, because that just makes more sense financially. Buy quality staples like chicken, Greek yogurt, eggs, the same whole foods everyone talks about, but without all the paranoia. You don't have to trust an app. Trust yourself and what works for you. Food is there to fuel your body for your corporate grind, your workouts, not to have you scared of making the wrong choice. So build meals around simple staples that you actually enjoy and really just keep it practical and don't overcomplicate your nutrition because an app told you to be afraid of this food. I crack myself up though. I talk about clean eating because that's actually what myth number 3 is about. The philosophy that clean eating means dropping all the processed foods. A lot of gurus out there in the fitness industry like to shame anything that's not considered clean. So protein bars, energy drinks, canned food, stuff like that. Sometimes they even talk about Greek yogurt like it's some type of poison, that it's sabotaging your gains. Like this whole foods mentality, it just grinds my gears and I hate it. Chasing 100% clean eating as a busy, ambitious woman, that is what is keeping you exhausted. You feel like a failure every time you grab a bar or anytime you go to Chick-fil-A and grab something quick, like some chicken nuggets or something like that, because they call that processed and not whole foods, even though it's literally just grilled chicken. Then you're mad, you're upset, you're overwhelmed. You binge because you're like, well, I already messed up anyway. I might as well start over on Monday. I don't know why the all or nothing mindset. Yes, we need to prioritize whole foods. But my gosh, Greek yogurt has been a staple for years in my routine. High protein, fits macros perfectly, canned tuna for quick lunches. You literally cannot beat that. Protein bars on the go, that literally works for me. Sometimes as a pre-workout snack for more energy. And it's not the end of the world, guys. Research consistently shows that sustainable fat loss comes from balanced patterns. Literally, fat loss comes from balanced eating patterns, not an all or nothing mindset, especially if this is something that you want to be doing long term. But I want to be a little petty. We're going to talk about what you clean eaters online are telling people to eat. Exhibit A, peanut butter dates and flaky sea salt. Exhibit B, chickpea and avocado herb salad. Exhibit C, grilled chicken with roasted veggies and salad. Looks cute, but girl, that peanut butter and dates combo is calorie dense. You've got fats and fast carbs together, so it's easy to really overeat if you're not paying attention. Which, if you're eating it as a snack, you're not paying attention. And the chickpea salad, in my mind, it does sound good. The chickpeas are more carb forward with moderate protein. And then when you stack that with the avocado, more of like leaving you full, yes, but not necessarily satisfy long term if the protein is low. And then for the grilled chicken plate, it's classic and it works, especially for bodybuilders, but the calories are just low. Your carbs are low, and the same thing every single day. Bland, boring. You're starving because you're bored. Your energy is bored. Everything is bored. So can you really see yourself eating a grilled chicken and veggie plate every single day? No. Literally what all of these have in common is that they can feel very restrictive. Sometimes fats sneak up because of all the oils, the nuts, the avocado, and sometimes that protein isn't as high as you think it might be. And when meals feel restrictive and unsatisfying, hunger naturally increases, which is why so many women struggle to stay consistent with those plans long term. When you actually add it up, all of these meals, they really don't add up to a lot of calories. The moral of the story is you are underfed. You're not fueled enough. And that's why you're having brain fog. That's why you're fatigued. That's why you're not losing weight. Processed food does not mean poison if it supports your macros and if it helps you stay consistent. Literally all three of these myths, they keep you in the same cycle. They first restrict you, then they cause you to get upset and frustrated, and then you're burnt out and you binge. Now you have to decide when you need to start over, when the time is right. You're constantly trying to follow the next rule, the next trend, the next perfect way to eat, instead of actually learning what your body needs. And this is where I have to be real with you. At the end of the day, there is a science to this, and you cannot beat science. Weight loss comes from calories. Fat loss comes from your macros. It's really that simple. If you're not tracking, or if you're not just paying attention and being aware of those things, you might feel overwhelmed and you might be overeating. And it's gonna be annoying at first when you start tracking, but that's not a reason for you to avoid it and for you to stop and start over. If you don't want to do it and it really burdens you that much, that's a sign that your mindset around food needs to shift. Because discipline around your nutrition isn't about being restrictive and strict with yourself. It's about understanding what works so you stop guessing and stop starting over all the time. The women who actually build fitness into their lifestyle aren't the ones chasing trends online. Do you think these influencers that you follow are staying consistent by following other trends online? No, they're not. They're following what works for them. And you need to find a coach that has a system that works for you. This is exactly why I talk so much about meal prepping, because for me, meal prepping is not just about cooking my foods for the entire week or saving a little money and budgeting. It's really about building a healthier relationship with food where I feel in control of what I have and what I'm putting in my body instead of being reactive. It's the habit that teaches you consistency, awareness, and self-trust. In the next video of this series, I'm actually going to be showing you exactly how meal prep completely changed my beliefs around nutrition and how I really stopped getting pulled in every direction by all the nonsense in the fitness industry. We're also going to be doing a little spend a day with me. So I'm going to be walking you through how I shop and build my meals in real time. So if you ever felt confused about what to believe online, when it comes to nutrition, you're going to want to watch that one. Just make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video.